Sorry, guys, but she's here. We just was a little late. Sorry, but it's on live.
Oh, oh, let me get myself adjusted. I'm sorry.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get mine right. Look, I was saying, like, things happen. Like, we are human. Come on now. Things happen.
I know, but I shouldn't. I just feel like I'm so sorry. You are like the best person in the whole entire world, and I'm like, I'm letting you down.
Listen,
I let you
you're
down.
talking about someone who conquered cancer, someone who conquered being homeless, conquered being all of this. Come on now, girl.
You're sweet.
You gotta know
Thank
me
you.
better than that.
Oh, okay. Woo! Okay, if you don't mind, thank you guys for being patient with me. Sean is the best. I'm going to plug in my laptop so we don't die over here.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we have steady internet because I know my internet is bad.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can drag over my Ethernet. Oh.
You guys are fast, man. They came right back.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay.
Yeah, because I was on for like, it was on for like 5 minutes and like 20 people showed up. I was like, oh, dang. They loved in some Alisha.
Oh, I got to get my glass. Maybe I can get my husband to get it for me. Or, who can? Lovely husband, I need a glass of wine.
Mr. Alisha.
Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, I didn't even get my lights right. Man, I'm do all pale.
We still see you. You look good.
Okay, who's here? Okay. I'm ready to get my professional.
You all right now? You good?
I was flustered.
I'm like, I pray she okay, but it's all right. Like, yeah, I was more worried than anything.
I know.
There's too many things going on nowadays, so I'm like, I just pray everything's okay.
Yeah, it was. My mother-in-law came over. We got to talking, and that's it. Just lost track. And I set my alarm on my phone, but I set it for earlier just so I know it's doing. I got a cup. You got it for me?
I love your cup.
Oh, this is my second cup. The other one I have to still wash. There we go. This one's good. And here's my second cup my cousin made me. My other one looked like me. You can't really see her face on it, but there's like a little face on it.
Yeah.
I
love it.
All right, I'm ready. My whistle was wet.
You good? You good? You all right now? So, hello everybody. Let's start.
Wait, I see. Due to adult language, viewer discretion advised.
Oh yeah, so yeah, this is adult. This is adult TV.
I never seen that. I'm like, ooh.
This is adult TV. This is where you really need to be grown and sexy.
Okay.
But I'm not that bad. I'm not. I swear I'm not that bad. But yeah, so listen, what I was gonna say to everyone was we always are talking about business and we're always talking about crocheting and how you do this and how you do that. Let's put all of the hooks and the yarns down today and let's talk about us. That's all. That's all we're going to do is just talk about us. Talk about how you were before the hook, before the yarn, how your mindset was. What were you like when you were a little girl? What were you like when you were in high school and your favorite crush? So that's basically what we were going to talk about to get to know exactly who you are. Because I know a little bit about you behind the scene. And like I told you, you surprised me. I did not think you were the way you were. The way so you surprised me.
I gotta get my sponsors.
You are amazing. But what I wanted to say is you get what you have to, you do what you have to do to get done and to make sure that your job is solidified like you did. But you're still down to earth. You're still down to earth. You're still like that girlfriend, that chick that, we can hang out. And that's what I like because that's the type of girl I am.
Mm-hmm.
I do look at I can get sponsors and I'm just going to get the rowdy ones. I might get the, the ding-a-lings here and whatever. Like, I might get the yarn that says penis yarn or something like that. But I'm going to get it.
Mm-hmm. I still think, see, when I first got on YouTube, I didn't know how to act. I'm not saying my personality is my personality, but probably more squished down into a more neat package. But I thought I had to be a perfect persona to be this crochet YouTuber. You know what I mean? Oh, no, you can make as much noise as you want, babe. I thought I had to be this. So therefore, so now it's like I'm so deep in. It's like, okay, I got to keep,
You gotta keep that up.
But I just have to,
And that's fine and it's dandy, but I actually saw that you do let your hair down a little. So it's not like you're all stuck up and I'm too good to talk to Shauna because you still talk to me.
Man, like the other day, me and you just sat down and tossed like facts back and forth. It's nice.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah. Like you were deep and you actually said, listen, I got a tip for you. Listen, you can do this. And that's what I love. Whatever is your weakness, you help me to be stronger and vice versa. And that's what I love. And that's a good friend. So I said, you know what? I really want to know who this chick is behind the yarn and that hook. So, Alisha, who are you behind the yarn and the hook?
Behind the hook. Let's start with, okay, if you take all the yarn away from me, typically I'm an introvert. People don't like to believe that I'm an introvert because online I'm this personality. If it was just me and you in a room, it's okay. This is what it feels like right now. How many people are watching? I don't know because I can't tell on my end.
Right now it's 13.
And I couldn't talk in front of 13 people. I could not do it in a million years. But, I don't know. I'm an introvert. What else?
You speak in front of like thousands of people, like every day. Like every day, whether you're on or not, you're speaking in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
It's different. It's a camera. Or usually if it's a video, if I say, ooh, I messed up, delete, let me do this again. Live stream, you get more of me because I can't mess up. But what else? My husband, I'm a complete homebody. I love my home. My home is my castle. My husband, he's the opposite. So that balances us out. I guess you can call me a mom snob. I'll never judge anybody to their face, their parenting skills. But when I look at your kid and I look at my kids, in my head, I'm like, so I'm a secret yarn mom snob. What else?
So wait, when you say mom snob, okay, so I had the opportunity of hearing how you are with your child, how you are with your kids. And I think you are a great mom. I'm gonna say like leave it to Beaver kind of mom.
I guess so.
I am not that type of mom. Like, I don't wake up and make sure he has his breakfast. Just go get your cereal and keep it moving.
Oh, no. This is what my daughter says. She tells my son, because I don't cook. I can't cook if my life depended on it. She tells my son, you need to go in there and cook something to eat. That's men's work. So he's like, oh, he cooks his own food. But my kids, we do get leave the beaverish. Like I told you, if somebody comes in the house, no matter who it is, everybody leaves the room they're in and greets the person in a house. I only made that rule because I remember when when I used to come home from work and my daughter, when your babies are little and they see you, they're like, "Mommy." I'm like, that's the best feeling. I'm like, everybody should feel this. So I'll make sure everybody feels that when they come home. Like, Dad's home, Jada's home, Isaac came in for playing, yay. I don't know, I'm weird.
And I actually noticed that, but I thought it was just the cutest thing. And I thought it was really, really nice because we don't do that. And I don't have that background to do that. We're not even a hug type of family. We would say I love you every now and then, but yeah, we're more like, I'm not going to say dysfunctional, but I'm going to say we're more like the married with children type of family.
Yeah. See, I get it all from my mother. My mom, she's Claire Huxtable. My mom was a state police. She was a Black state police officer in 1980, female.
Oh, that's no joke.
Yeah, my mom, we never talked back to mom. We never, you know what I mean? And she wasn't very huggy, but she always had this calm, cool demeanor no matter what the situation. And I love that about her. So I took my favorite parts of my mom. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest I got 2 older brothers. So of course the babies, we're brats. So I took that stoicness of my mom and the brattiness that needs some cuddles from my babies and mixed that into my parenting. And it worked out. But then I look at some kids like, oh man, parents, what are you doing? Beat your kid. Well, a lot of you, never mind. Well, hey,
no, beat that ass. If you have to beat the ass, beat the ass. But I'm just saying, don't put bruises on them.
No,
don't mark them up.
I always say children don't know respect. First they learn fear, then respect comes later. The last time I spanked my son, I haven't spanked him since he was 3.
Yeah, I haven't either.
He knows.
You don't have to when you start off in the beginning and you be firm with them. You really don't have to when they get older.
I know. And he's a yes, sir, yes, ma'am, thank
you.
And he's a sweet.
Yes, I heard. And that's great. You're like the best, man. You're like the best. And I think I don't know if I said it on Friday when we were speaking. I'm like, when you got up to get the door and when your son, friend came, it was like, oh, my son is not with his friend. They don't talk face to face. They're not playing face to face. They're still on the phone.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to, interact with each other. We're still social distancing. So his friends, he really haven't saw them in a long time. He haven't saw his cousins in a long time. So he's literally like in there just on the phone or FaceTime. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's
2 families. 2 families you can do it with. Well, they're both my friends, but the neighbor and my best friend up there, that's
great.
Luckily, they're close by.
Yeah.
But this past summer, I swear my poor child, he's only 9. That poor boy put on like 15 pounds. Because he wasn't, remember when we was kids, all we did, we woke up, played, came home when it was dark, burning calories. He was just asking for snacks every 2 hours, laying across his floor.
Yep. That's what mom was doing. And the thing is, before that, we lost a lot of weight. Before that, we both, my son and I, lost a lot of weight. And then Miss Rona came and she done tore the whole house all up. She tore all of us up. My son gained, he was a toothpick.
Yeah.
He gained 20 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And he was 100 and I'm going to say he was 140. He's on about 189 right now.
Oh, you grown man now.
Oh, yeah. And when I looked at him, I said, he trees because he's solid. He's big. He's a football player. So I'm like, you better watch out. But one thing about my son, he always exercise. He always, make sure that he keeps his weight up. So do you guys exercise? Do you guys exercise as a family or?
Well, no. I've been trying. Once upon a time, 6 years ago, I remember my husband and I, we were on this big workout kick. You ever heard of those beach body workouts?
I am a member, yeah.
Okay, I love Beachbody. I've been loving Beachbody since it was just P90 back in like 1998.
Oh, was it P90? I didn't know that.
Original. But I think I got mad at him for something. And his punishment for me being mad at him, I'm like, you have to work out with me. So we worked out together for like 3 months. I was doing push-ups. We were fit. On our anniversary, we went like rock climbing. I'm like, we're that couple. And then we bought a house. And, the process of buying a house, I stopped working out and blah, blah, blah. 6 years later, then I got into crochet business. And like, if you guys might notice, like when I first started doing my crocheting, I was making like crochet halter tops and whatnot, because I was still in crochet halter top fitness. And now I'm not sweaters instead, but playing.
You're so silly.
Now that I quit my job, I just quit. This is my 3rd week of not working a day job anymore. And I'm making my own schedule. At 8:00, my husband leaves for work. I get my son up. School starts at 9 to get ready for school, make sure he has breakfast. So I do a little morning Pilates. So that takes about 20 minutes. Then we do school from 9 to 3. I do my own online work, and he does his schoolwork right next to me. So he's like I call him my coworker. I get my coffee mug of tea, and he gets some tea or cocoa in the morning, and we get to work. He checks his emails. I check my emails.
Nice.
So, but after I'm done with working, I bought an Oculus. This is my retirement quit job gift. This is an Oculus VR 2 or whatever. Man, this is the best thing I've ever bought. I'm like working out for my cardio in the afternoon. I'm boxing and yeah. So,
I didn't know you could do that with that.
Yeah, this is a standalone. It doesn't plug into anything. I'm not sponsored by this or anything, but I love it. And so,
okay, so now I need to get me one.
Yeah, this is my gift. So I get to actually punch. And when you punch things, it's like tactile. So it feels like you're actually touching, and it's weird.
Get out of here.
So yeah,
now I need to get it.
It's nice. What else about fitness? My husband, he wants to get back into it, but he's been working 7 days a week. He does his day job Monday through Friday, and then he cooks on a weekend for his side job. So he hasn't been working out, but usually he cooks any food, but a vegan chef. He cooks all these beautiful, like vegan meals and.
Oh wow!
But
I need that in my life.
I need that in my life too.
Vegan food. I need some good, vegetables and greenery. So, How did you meet your husband?
How did I meet my husband?
Yes.
I was 8 years old. I don't remember. I was 8 years old when we first met, but I don't remember. My family moved to this neighborhood when I was 8, and we were both on the same midget football team. I was a midget football cheerleader, and he was a midget football player, and our families knew each other.
You're serious?
Yeah.
You really did meet him.
When I was 8 years old, but I don't remember him. But his family moved away, so I don't remember that. But then when I was 14 years old, I think his friend found my friend and we went on a blind date. So when I was 14 years old, we went on a blind date. We dated for a little bit, broke up. He found me again when I was 29 years old. The third time it all worked out, it stuck. So that's how we always say we were meant to be together. Like,
I was about to say you were meant to be together.
Yeah. I remember when I was 18 years old, I went to go see a psychic. She told me there were I was 8. I was young. There were 2 men in your life. He just walked by. And then I'll tell you the story later. He said, him downstairs. Him go upstairs.
What do you think that?
What you say? Regardless, she said the person I would be with, I would have a daughter, then a son. I'm like, I did have a daughter. he gave me my son. It was that, and I had 2 children. It worked out.
Isn't that crazy when you get a psychic from like a long time ago? Because I know I talk about it all the time. I have a psychic that told me something way back when, and then when you see the stuff coming true, it's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm still waiting for this man with this shining armor that I was told like 4 times. I'm still waiting for the marriage and I was told I'm going to have all this money. And then just the other day, Toy said that I'm going to be making all this money. She said that again. So I'm going to do it.
You got it. I was just thinking about that. I know you think about this all the time. I was thinking about the times when I was younger in my 20s. You know, I'm 40 now. When I was in my 20s, I'm like, why, God, why don't you want me to succeed? Why don't you want me to have this in my life? Don't you care about me? But if he would have gave me what I wanted then, would I have what I have right now? So?
Yes, that right there. That. Because that's why, and you know, a lot of the people who they have the silver spoon in their mouth and they have the parents who are able to help them out. They get into the good schools, but they don't want to go into those schools because they know the parents can back them up. They don't have that background with the mistakes that we went through and the hard work that we had to put into. I was actually saying, Alisha, about you today. I was talking about you to my son's girlfriend earlier, and I was saying I know. I'm not even gonna say I think. I know deep down in my bones that the reasons why we will be successful and have, you know, the money and the funds that we need, not just monetary, but you know, the lifestyle that is given to us, because we are working hard for it. We're not trying to get that instant gratification. It's not instant gratification. Like, you worked hard those 3 years so that you're able to be home and do something that you love. But I know you didn't see this. I know you didn't know that this is what you was going to do. So when you decided to quit your job, were you thinking you're going crazy, or is this something I should do, or like, are you scared?
I was terrified. I always knew, okay, when I knew this whole blogging YouTube couldn't make money, I instantly had a goal. I didn't realize if you have no drive in life, to have a goal is everything. When I didn't have a goal, after I bought my house, I got married, you know, I got typically, I mean, we're not rich, but I got what America says what you need. You have your 2 kids, your house. What else do I need? I went back to got my bachelor's when I was 34. I'm like, okay, now what? When I learned I had a skill and a talent, I'm like, oh, I have a goal. That gave me the energy to push for it. And now that I like finally reached it, it was so scary to make that official jump. I'm like, am I going to be back to being flat, feeling nothing? Like, oh my goodness, I reached it. It's not the pinnacle. Now I feel like a panic. Like, if I don't get this right, we're not going to eat. You know what I mean? But it was a scary step. But when I finally made it, oh, not my husband's upstairs. I can tell you when I can gossip with you all right now. So in my head, I had a 6 months plan. In the beginning of October, I'm like, I'm quitting March 14th. That's the day I quit. That's my favorite number. 314. That's my favorite number. But my kid's school was getting canceled and I'm working these rotating midnight shifts. On my birthday, me and my husband, we went up to a cabin or whatever to have a nice little romantic getaway. And I'm like, I'm going to tell my husband, I need to quit in November. I need to put in my 2 weeks. I'm like, should I wait the first night? Should I wait after he drinks a little bit? You know, sauce him up. Then the first night he's all sauced up. I'm like, okay, I don't want to ruin his night and tell him I'm quitting. Okay. By the time then the trip was over, we're driving home. I'm like, babe, I want to quit my job in 2 weeks. I can't take this anymore. Please, I'm done. I've reached my money income. I've reached it. I'm ready. And he's like, okay.
Oh.
At first I'd asked him like before, I told him about 6 months. He's like, I don't know. And we don't push. We never fight. So if I see him feeling itchy, I'm like, I'll back off a little. But this time I'm like, I just can't take this anymore. I'm losing my hair, my sleep, my eczema. I'm all messed up. My hip is ruined. I don't know why. I'm not sleeping. I'm not treating myself well. And he's like, you know what? You said you would quit after you start making a certain amount a month. You've reached that and surpassed that. You can quit. Man, I went to work. I called HR. I'm like, I'm done.
You were so ready.
I was so ready, and it feels good. It's still scary, but it feels so good to be like you.
Stop saying that.
You did this. You like led the way. You know what I mean?
I did not, because I think I'm looking more up at you. Like,
I do got viewers, but what you're doing, the income you were making is a full-time income. And
that was just only because I was doing the graph for such a long time. And I guess people just started coming to me.
I know a lot of people who've been crocheting a long time and cannot pay for bread with what they make. Just because I make it differently, it's still crochet money. Now you're making it both ways. Now you're transitioning to the other way. It's still crochet money.
It is. I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think about it, but I just love that we are able to, piggyback off of each other. That's what makes us a dynamic duo. So, can we tell them that we're going to have a show?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to have a show, and it's going to be, I was thinking, and I was saying I was going to talk to you about it, but then I said, I'm just going to say it live. I think I come up with crazy ideas, and then I'm thinking, remember I said I was going to start like pondering on what type of names we should call it. And I'm like, what can we call it?
I hope it's good, so I don't be like, oh, that's wonderful on live. Let's see.
Yeah, but you could tell me the truth. I need to know. Is it Crochet Gone Wild with Alisha and Shauna? She done laughed at me.
That was funny. You like gave it such passion. Gone wild. I'm like, crocheters with their hookers out.
Crochet Gone Wild. I don't know what I was watching, and I think it was Girls Gone Wild.
No, it works because I was trying to do something that works like, it's not phonetically, but it's like when you match the word with the word. Crochet Gone Wild Wednesday. I like that, like you have like Maker Monday. I wanted to,
right.
sound right together. So Crochet Gone Wild Wednesdays work.
Crochet's Gone Wild.
You got a super chat.
Oh, I got a super chat.
Your bubbles is dry. I didn't put it in.
Thank you. My son didn't put in my lights, but what I do have,
I'm all messed up. Okay.
You don't have to do all of that. I have
I'm not. You're right.
What I did do was I have the wheel.
Oh,
I don't have the wheel that you have. I have a different wheel. I have the Wheel of Diva. Yeah. I decided to do the Wheel of Diva because when I got the wheel that you have, I didn't like it. So I sent it back.
Hey.
And I don't think I had got the one that you got. I think I got like something for little kids. But this one, wait, is it coming up?
I see it.
You see it?
I don't see anything yet.
There we go.
Here it is.
So I thought this would be great because it is electronic and I could change it every now and then and it makes noises and it's cute. So,
I like it because I gotta start. I'm always racing.
So she get 50% off my Etsy shop. The thing I love about this is I don't have to worry about the back. Go get the little thing. Because I think when I first set up the wheel, it fell off just that first time.
Huh.
It started breaking. So I don't think I got the one that you got. Yours looked better than that one. But I sent it back.
But
Thank you so much, Kiki.
I do
No,
know
it wasn't like that.
But mine, I think when the bubbles hit it too much, it gets weighted because somebody will get like loafers 3 times in a row. I'm like, oh man.
Oh.
Keep landing on the same one.
Yeah, I like the little the one I have online. I like that one. It's cute. So it's 50% off my Etsy shop, but you don't do graphic games, peachy. So it'll be 50% off my merchandise shop. My merchandise shop has some new merchandise. I'm so excited about that too, because those are the designs that I made myself. And there is hoodies, there's the zip up hoodies, the regular hoodies with the hood, and there's the regular sweatshirts, the regular t-shirts, the bags. I'm excited about it. Okay, I'm excited. I worked hard on that.
See, you're good. You're a designer, like a graphic designer. I had to outsource my t-shirts. Well, not my t-shirt, my designs to my daughter's best friend. Thank goodness for crafty 19-year-olds. I paid her good money, and I'm sure she was happy for it.
And I love it. It's cute. I actually bought 2.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And you want to know one thing about it? What I love about it is I didn't even know people was buying from it. I just received money, and I'm like, where is this money coming from? But see, that's the best thing. I was saying earlier too, you said 7 things. We need to generate 7 things of income. And I only was told 5. So I think that's excellent, especially when you get stuff that's putting into your accounts and you like, well, where is this coming from? But okay. And that's the best thing about it. And that's what I love. The thing about it is people will listen to what you say. They will keep saying, oh, thank you for the advice. But you want to know one thing? The reason why I believe 89% do not actually make it is because of consistency.
That's it. There was one thing I loved about you. When I first found you, seen your YouTube, you can look at your videos and you in the past like 2 years, you can see your growth within your pictures, within your videos. Like when I first seen you, I'm looking at you and you're all up your nose in your video. And
you told me, see, I listen. If someone say, I have a tip for you, I'm going to take their advice and I'm going to do what I got to do and keep it moving. A lot of people they feel like it don't stink. So they're going to keep doing what they're doing. And that's a problem.
Yeah. And I've never got to say it. I've said this on my live before, but anybody else that's, watching right now and don't believe anything that you're saying. What was it, September? When did you come on my show? Was it the first time or the second time? When we was talking about, I'm talking about how my Etsy grew. It was only like
I think it was the first time I was on in July.
Okay, it was in July. All year, I usually make an average of $300 on my Etsy. And, I'm trying to teach Shauna something. I'm like, listen, Shauna, if you want to get your Etsy up to like $300 like me, you're like, that's pennies. I make this much money on my Etsy. What I have to do is this and this. She didn't do it like this. She didn't make fun of my money. You did. But in my head, I was like, wow. So you know what? I went back after getting inspired by you, I went back to the drawing board. I learned everything I could. Now my Etsy shop is like $20 away from hitting $1,000 40-day average.
See?
Yeah.
People are not respecting the hustle. They don't listen. They're not listening, Alisha. They're not listening. I am telling you, the research you do, you're good with numbers. I'm not good with numbers. I hate numbers. I hate to look at that. You told me the other day to look at the analytical, and I don't even want to say it. It's a cuss word that I don't want to say. I don't want to go through all of that.
Yeah.
But I respect that you have to. So I did download the TubeBuddy thing, and I did look into all of that, and I said, okay, it's helping.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a numbers girl. I'm not. So I just do things a little different. I kind of do it the old-fashioned way.
But see, this is, you can lean more that way. You are truly talented crocheter, creating those graphs, everything that you do, and it's knowledge that you provide. I think I crochet good. I'm a good crocheter, and I take okay pictures.
You take
I'm
pictures.
not the best crocheter. I'm not. This pattern that I'm making for you is not the best pattern. It's well written. Don't get me wrong. You're going to be able to follow my pattern easily, but it's not an intricate pattern. My patterns are for beginners to intermediates. But I am the best marketer. I am the best at following analytics and following trends and knowing how to get myself more viewers. That's what I'm good at. So I've had many people say, "Oh, Alisha ain't that great." I told you I wasn't that great, but I'm smarter than you. You know what I mean? I know how to get myself seen.
Yeah, because I'm not even gonna front. Like in the beginning, I'm like, this shit corny. But then when I saw I actually started watching you. It's not it wasn't the marketing that got me. It was your personality and the fact that you were giving out knowledge that no one else was giving out. And I mean, I don't mean to be rude by saying corny, but I'm like, when I'm looking at other people, I'm looking at what would I want to do.
Yeah.
And I would look at what would I want to turn into a graph can. And I saw some things that you have that I want to turn into a graph can.
I don't know how everybody make it small.
No, I did see. Some people actually challenged me to do the bat sweater.
Uh-huh. Oh wow.
Yeah, they wanted me to do. Yeah, they actually challenging me to do that, and I think I am gonna do it. But when I say corny, what I mean is like, what is it that, because my mom called me I dress ghetto. She said you're like a ghetto chick, but you're bougie ghetto.
Cheesy. I'm very animated. I'm very smiley. I'm cheesy. That's my personality. And
it works. About me. And it's getting you somewhere. So keep it up and do it. I think that's also what balances us off. Mm-hmm. That is a great thing too. It balances us off. And plus, I don't know. I gravitate more to real.
Yeah.
I could tell you're BSing me or if you're faking me out or whatever. And I think you could tell that too because of the conversations we had. So that's what get us. But I need to ask you, what are the 3 people who have been the most influential people in your life?
Okay. I would say the 3 women I love the most. It would be my mother, my grandmother, and my daughter. My grandmother, because she's the one who taught me how to crochet. Where I get my sweetness from is from my grandma. Whenever I went to my grandma's house, it's all about, good food, sitting on her lap, cuddling in her bed at night, watching Matlock on TV or whatever it is. So, I get that whole cheesiness from my grandma, I suppose. But I think I was built to be a 80-year-old grandma. I can't wait till the hair goes gray and I'm just small and cute and old. I think I'm built for it. My mother, because she's just kind of the opposite of my grandma. She's just this stoic, and she's only like 5'5". She's a petite little thing, but she's just this force to be reckoned with. You don't. Yeah, she's state police. You don't mess with her. And that's Trooper Brown. That was my maiden name. And my daughter, because she made me into a mother. I know you can understand this. Were you a mom? You're a young mom. As a young mom, you go from being narcissistic, all about you, and all of a sudden you have this human being to take care of, and you're like, I got to do right. I want you to look up to me one day, and So those are the three people that has molded me into the person I am. So those super ladies and my little super baby.
Aw, what is something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Oh, my personality.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
my personality. At first, I can come off as, if you'd meet me in a public place, I can come off. I've been called stuck up because I'm shy. I won't talk. Like you said, I am cheesy. I'm like, she must not know too much stuff. She's goofy. She's real goofy. And then all of a sudden, I'm also known as knowledgeable, because when you click something in my head, all of a sudden I turn into this motivational speaker that can like spit all type of knowledge. So I can confuse people. They don't know how to take me, or I'm a little bit quirky, weird.
What's your? I know your birthday just passed. What is your zodiac?
I'm a Scorpio, but I'm not going to cusp. I was born October 25th.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Because I get along with Scorpios. I get along with well, I'm a Pisces. I get along with a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Pisces are just that fish that just like to swim and keep moving. And we're like chameleons.
What's your birthday?
March 11, 3/11.
Oh, yes, okay. Close to my favorite number. Close.
Yep, that's why I remembered the day you said you was going to leave. I remember. I definitely remember. What's your go-to order at your favorite hometown restaurant in your tent?
See, I don't have a favorite hometown restaurant because my husband ruined it. Not just because he's a chef. His daytime job, he works for a place called Hobart. He fixes food equipment in restaurants. So therefore, my husband goes to restaurant kitchens, fixing their food. Nastiness in kitchens. He's like, don't go to that restaurant. Ooh, they're nasty. And I see what he don't come home smelling delicious. He comes home just grimy and gross, and don't take pictures of places. He's like, don't show nobody this picture, but this is nasty. So we don't. And plus, my husband cooks like restaurant quality foods. So therefore, I'm eating his food. Sometimes I just want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm not trying to sound like I'm stuck up. I got this. But he cooks. The other day, he prawns. Those are like shrimp.
Yeah.
But it had the things coming off of its face, and it was looking at me. He's like, just suck the head. I'm like, this ain't crawfish. No.
If we was somewhere else, that would sound kind of suspect. But
that's why you got that thing above there.
I do.
No language.
I do. Well, you know what? So you basically eat what your husband cooks.
Yeah, wait, I do. It's not a hometown. Oh, my favorite number on the live. It was 431. How many have been? 4 minutes, 43 minutes and 17 seconds. I seen the number, my favorite number. Sorry. But my favorite thing to order from fast food, McDonald's, is double quarter pounder with cheese, with bacon. From Wendy's is their Baconator. Actually, any hamburger with bacon on it.
Bacon. I could tell bacon.
Yes. The Baconators, the double bacon, just bacon. Usually when my husband asks if he's coming, he's like, if he's not cooking, he's like, hey, what do you want me to pick up? I'm like, anything with bacon.
Wow. That's like my son. He loves anything.
We gave up pork, but I have a stipulation. I still eat bacon occasionally and ribs only on barbecue occasions if it's like a holiday. But
that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's so good.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What do you do to relax that doesn't involve yarn?
It's funny. I'm just now learning how to relax. I was working midnight shifts, and any free time I had was crochet. So I was telling my husband, like, I might like read a book or something. I used to love reading books like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still finding myself, even though I have a work hour. Is it echo? It's weird. Oh,
No,
I have a work hour from 9 to 2. In my free time, I still see myself doing like work. I don't know yet.
So you still basically trying to figure yourself out, figure your schedule, and that I get because it took me a good while
Do
to.
you relax? You don't sleep. What do you do? When do you?
I don't sleep. I don't. I do. I relax sometimes. Like I'm a homely person. I don't really like going anywhere. I am good staying home, relaxing, watching TV, and just that's it.
Get one of these, and me and you can go to the beach and have a drink together.
Get out of here. I'm
Yeah,
getting one. I'm
we can
getting
like
one.
let's go to the someplace right now, Bahamas. Drinking.
Get out of here. Heck yeah, I'm gonna get one.
We could be on.
Yeah. I didn't know that you can interact with other people.
Yes,
Get
it's
out of
crazy.
here. Yeah, I wanted one, but now I really want one. That's gonna be my gift, my Christmas gift. I already know it. I claimed
Okay, it's expensive, but it's nice. It's nice. I like it. It's if anything for working out, you'll love it for working out.
Well, so I have a trainer now, so I would definitely love to do
Listen,
that.
I'm trying to work hard enough to get myself a trainer like you. Okay, continue.
You want to know what I did?
What?
So I find ways out of things. You have to be resourceful.
Okay.
What you do is, if I don't have the budget to pay a trainer, so you find someone who's going to school to be a trainer.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Someone who's going to school to be a trainer, and they need someone to do reviews for them so that when they become their trainer, they can say, this is the person who I helped, so that they could build up their clientele. This is what we all do, right? We all
Yeah.
do that. So that's exactly what I did. I went and I found someone that I know who is going to school to be a trainer, and I asked her. Every now and then I will throw her some money, but
Yeah.
she's not asking for anything. She just wants to build her clientele and build, whatever she's learning, teaching me. I try to find ways. When
Yeah.
my son was going to college, the first year we had $10,000. Where was that coming from?
Yeah.
I went to that school and I told them, listen, I'm not working. I'm this, I'm that. I'm trying to do my own business and I need help. They paid it. Sometimes it's just ask. That's it.
Yeah.
Some people don't think that they can do that. That's all you can do is ask. And a lot of times some people are so like bugged out that the fact that I even asked $10,000, the school actually paid the whole bill. The whole thing. He also was a good student. So it's not like, he was the football player for their first year and he was a starter. He had all straight A's. He was even not coaching, he was the captain and he was also tutoring the other football team. So yeah, that's exactly what I do for almost everything.
See, remember we were talking about kids and whatnot. You're like, oh, you're like this type of family. I have good kids. Don't get me wrong. You have some motivated kids. You know what I mean? You got some driven children. I'm like, Isaac, you've been laying on the floor for 3 hours. Come on. Jade, it's noon. It's time to wake up.
The oldest is motivated.
That's the one we're talking about.
Oldest. You know what though?
What age? What age?
Huh?
How old is he? And when did he get motivated? So my daughter's just 19. She's home. She's listening.
My son just turned September 25th, he turned 21.
Okay.
So he just turned 21 and he became motivated when he turned 16 when he met his girlfriend.
He's still with the same girl.
He's with the same girl.
Oh, she's your daughter.
Yeah.
Your
No,
eyeball
don't
rolls
say that.
off. Oh.
I love her. I was actually with her earlier today. We were talking and conversing. You know what it is? Some girls just want to be like the mom because my son is a mommy's boy.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows that. She knows, like, I'm going to call my mom. I'm going to ask my mom. She wants that to stop. She wants it to generate to, I'm going to call her.
When it does happen, she's going to be mad, like, I ain't your mama.
What I'm trying to get her to understand is you don't want him to call you for anything. You want him to be independent. I had him do laundry. I had him do, cooking. I had him that first year of college do his own FAFSA papers when those other kids had their parents do it. I need my child to be yeah, it's hard. But how else are they going to be independent if you don't say you got to do it first?
Thank you.
You have to. You have to do it first, and then I'm here to help you. But don't just say, "Ma, here." No, because she would just do it, and I'm like, "No, honey, no."
That's what happened to my husband. His mom would just do it. And he found me. He's like, my job gave me these papers. What are these papers, honey? Take them. I'm like,
I think a lot of guys are like that.
I'm like, fill them out.
A lot of guys like that because don't get me wrong, I too was the girlfriend that did that. But I had to say, I don't want my kid to have to depend on the girlfriend. I need my kid to be very independent. Yeah. So that's why I taught him that. And even his professors and the president of the college, well, it's a small college, but the president of the college knows who we are. And I think that's because I'm that mom that's like, I want to know. I want to know what you're doing, how you're doing. If this is something I feel is out of place, I need to know.
Is he a senior?
He's a senior. He's going to graduate in May. He just got his paper.
How did this happen? Didn't you just have him? Aren't you 21? What happened?
I know. I had him at 21, but yeah. I had him at 21 and he's 21.
I look at my daughter and I'm like, I remember I always tell her the same story. When she was a baby, I was a bad mom. I let her sleep in my bed too long and she didn't want to get out. So I had to move her mattress onto the floor and slowly work it out the room. She was a baby. She would lift her hand above the mattress and go, hand. I used to hold her little hand. And her hand is bigger than mine. I'm like, oh. She got piano fingers. They're like long. I'm like, how'd you turn such a grown woman? She's a grown woman.
And she's beautiful. I saw her for the first time the other day. She's beautiful. You have a beautiful family. What would you do if you and your family had an extra budget of $5,000? An extra budget.
An extra? I could just have
extra $5,000 a year. So say if you want Lion Brand got you. They're going to give you an extra $5,000 a month just to say their name every single time you're online.
I actually told my husband this 2 nights ago. If I can make like $10,000 a month, I'll be your sugar mama, and you can cook and play whatever you want to do. So I guess I would let him. I'll be a sugar mama, and I still do exactly what I do. I don't know. That's all.
I don't do anything different.
That's all.
You know what? That's why I like you, because I would do the same thing. I'm not a prude, but I don't believe in buying all of the big extra. Like, I would be in a nice, safe place. Mm-hmm. I would be nice and comfortable. We will have a nice, reliable car. Mm-hmm. But I am not going to go overboard. I am that type of person that just want to be happy.
Yeah. That's it. I do my next dream. I want to buy my husband, ever since we just on my birthday went to that cabin in West Virginia. It was beautiful. It was just gorgeous. And Did I tell you the story how we went there? At first, we seen it was beautiful, but then when it got dark, then I realized, like, man, I'm Black. This is scary. We were both sitting out there by the fire, like, there was nobody for miles. Then I'm like, this smells like a scary movie. But the second day, it was much more comfortable.
Wait, so you was outside, just outside by the fire?
Yeah,
Just
we weren't
relaxing?
camping. It was a cabin, like a Martha Stewart type cabin, like a beautiful cabin, but you know, it's a little fire. But there for miles, it was like a secluded cabin.
Yeah, I watch too much TV to do that. I watch
Exactly.
ID channel a lot.
That's what it felt like. I'm like, babe, this seemed like a good idea, but now that we're here,
yeah, I'm a city girl, and I'm like, oh yeah.
but after we got used to it, we want a piece of land. We just want to buy a piece of land and maybe put like a tiny house on it or nothing fancy. I just want to be able to get away locally, and I need a hot tub. I don't want a purse. I don't want shoes. I don't want clothing.
I don't want that either.
I want a hot tub. I need to be submerged up to my neck in hot water. That's all I need in life.
That's it.
And a dishwasher.
Gosh, you're so simple. I love it.
I don't have a dishwasher. I got kids.
Thank you. Thank you. I say that. I said that like it was like 2-3 years ago. I put a post up saying that I had my sons because I shouldn't have to carry any bags in the house.
Yeah.
Why am I carrying any bags in the house? I got 2 boys, and it was my son is the little one. He's a character. A lot of people like him. So one day it was a baby, and I was like, "Oh, look at the baby!" And he's like, "Yeah, wait until they get my age and they have to carry bags." And I'm like, "How you gonna tell that to the daggone mom?"
Like he's so grown. Like, wait till we get my age, my grown age. And how old is he? What, 10?
He's 11 now.
11. He's a baby.
He is, but he's a big baby.
Oh, man. I put my little man on a scale today. He still sits on my lap. My 9-year-old is 108 pounds. I'm like, he is a little thickie. He likes to walk around in little wife beaters and his little meat hanging out.
Nah, my baby's a big baby.
He wears the wife beater backwards. No matter what, he always puts it on backwards.
I'm not gonna say nothing else. That's it.
The visual. Yeah, his man meat.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That you don't understand how much we have in freaking common. Like that is crazy all the way to our kids. And is your husband watching this? Because I see security.
What happened?
I see security.
Wait.
He's watching me.
Did we find Diddy?
No, well, I found my security.
Oh, your security.
Your security?
No, your security. As long as it's yours. I'm not saying nothing.
I just saw him comment, and then I see Shay go, "Hey, security."
Yeah, okay.
Oh wow.
I guess we gotta be on good behavior. Oh man, he didn't leave the box of wine down here. I got this much.
Oh, this is my second cup though.
I got my.
What is your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
My biggest failure. Doesn't crochet or life or
anything. Your biggest failure.
What I thought was a failure was a blessing. You know how I told you I looked up to my mother. My mother was a state police. Everything that she embodied, I wanted to be as a woman. So therefore, I went to school for criminal justice. Like, I'm going to be a police just like my mom. I took I think the whole state police testing system is rigged. Pennsylvania have been sued for it. When I took the state police test, I took at least 3 different times. The first time, 200 people in the room. Out of the 200, there were maybe 2 females. 1 was me. 2 Black people. 1 was me. I was the only Black female in that whole place. The rest were all like Caucasian men. They all look pretty much fraternity, bald head, one earring, big beefy.
The same look.
Same type of person was taking that test. I've taken that test 3 different times, and yet have not been able to score high enough. I'm glad. I was mad at the world for it. I don't want to be a police officer. I just wanted to be like my mother. I just wanted to, you know what I mean? I'm glad I failed at that. I don't think I failed. I think the system was rigged. Like I said, Pennsylvania has been sued for that. But that was one of my big failures. But it worked out perfectly because I would be a cop right now. I don't want to be a cop right now. Forget all that.
I can't even see you being a cop. I can see you being exactly what you are.
Yeah. And I don't like, because I'm able to mold myself with what I'm supposed to be. You know, I'm tough, but I don't want to be tough. I don't want to put on an exterior that's not happy. I couldn't imagine being miserable. My mom, she wasn't miserable, but I can tell her work shaped who she was. She was like, you have no excuse for me. I don't care. I'm not sympathetic. I deal with crazy people every day. I'm not sympathetic. Me, you know, I'm happy now. I can be oh, my baby got a boo-boo. Come give mama lovins, you know.
Aww. I don't even see myself doing that. I don't know why. I just don't. I've always looked at myself as the mom that is just chill. Just that chill mom. That relaxed mom. But I want you to do what you need to do. But I'm okay, mom.
I found I have a lot of recordings of my son being little because my girlfriend gave me a great tip. I don't know if you do this, but now you have all these videos on your phones of your family. Mm-hmm. I have a private YouTube where I upload all those videos from my phone just so for my private YouTube, so I can always go back through the years.
I have that.
Yeah, so I have that, but I don't have that for my daughter. We have this one VHS tape because she had a toy where you can videotape yourself and at the same time and dance. It was her, and she was 3 years old jumping on the trampoline. And there's this one scene because I was a young mom. She's like, "Can I have a sip of your drink?" I'm like, "No, baby." She's like, "Oh, because that's mommy Kool-Aid." You know, mommy's always like, that's what she used to call my drinks.
Mommy Kool-Aid. My son says daddy juice.
Daddy juice? I had mommy Kool-Aid. I'm like, oh,
yeah, daddy juice. It was daddy juice for my son. Man, I was asked, what would I do if I was Camellia? So if you were the VP elect, if you were Kamala Harris, yeah. What would you be doing in, what is it, January 21st, after your inauguration, and you are going to be the VP, and Biden put you in charge of COVID? What would you do?
Well, if I'm Kamala Harris right now, this is the whole reason why I voted for Biden. I would hope Biden would, I don't know, have a stroke or something, and she would become the president of the United States. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to slip him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if he learns the peanut butter. I'm going to be in control of more than COVID. I think it's time for me to be
not expecting that.
Control of this nation.
I was not expecting that.
I mean, I need to run this whole thing.
I was not expecting that. You just got me with that one. I was not expecting that.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say to that. That was a question. What it is I asked a bunch of people, what questions would you like me to ask Alysha Littlejohn? And these are the questions that were asked. There's some I said I was not asking.
What is it? What?
No.
Oh. Can you whisper it? I know.
I'll tell you later.
But on the side note, not right now, not to discuss right now, I'm going to give you my phone number. So if this will never, ever happen again, so you can just call me and don't text me because I don't answer my text either.
Okay.
Just call me directly. So, you know.
No problem. Wait, who is Vijas.
Oh, they put marks in front of it. They must be one of my followers.
Yeah, because have to be. Have to be. I would be organizing the U-Hauls to get the orange man out of the house.
Yeah. What else would I do? But then what's my biggest thing? I do want to know the questions that they were going to ask. What's another question? That's interesting. I never had people really ask me. They asked me on my live, I suppose, but they always ask me business questions.
That's what I was about to say. Like a lot of the questions were business related, and I said, no, behind the hook. So then it was more so, why did you decide to marry your husband? What was the one thing that made you say, this is the man I wanted to have for the rest of my life?
When I decided that he was ready to marry me, there's something about his heart. He was truly a diamond in the rough. When he refound me when I was 29, I was at the point with dating through my 20s, like, listen, I've learned my lesson with all these idiots I'm dating. I am not going to have a man without a job. I am not going to have a man without a car. I am not going to have a man and he ended up being all those things that didn't have. He didn't have a car. He lived with his mom. He was just, and I'm like, I know better. And he had this crazy ex-girlfriend.
Oh, don't they all though?
Yes. And I'm like, listen, I'm not dealing with you. I'm about to be 30. I'm grown. I'm going to be, you know what I mean? Because you think you're 29, you're super old.
Yeah.
But he fought for me, got rid of the crazy person, and I just started to see him evolve. Yes, he didn't have a car or I lived with his mom, but he was actually one of those people you took in and it worked out. I've been that woman, my daughter's father. I've been that woman who's been with a man and who's taking care of him, and you just hope they become a better person and you just end up being a woman that take care of him. I was afraid of that, but he proved me. He's like, baby, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to work hard. He went back to school. He did all. And I'm like, it worked out. It was the best gamble. So I dated something I would never want, especially my ideal man was at least 6 foot tall, at least like 225. That's, my ideal man at least. My husband's like 5'10". I found him at like 175 pounds.
Well, it's okay because that's sometimes you get pushed to the people that you supposed to be with, not the one who you have in your mind. I'm a dreamer. I'm a Pisces. Pisces are dreamers, and we want the fantasy and the fairy tale. And I still sometimes be like, yes, I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna have that. Even though some of the stuff I kind of like, okay, Shauna, it's not gonna happen. I'm 42. It's just not gonna happen. But I realized that some of the things that I thought, yes, it really can actually happen based off of what I'm doing now. I'm just doing what I said I was going to do, just in a different profession. I'm not a nurse, not Nurse Givens. I am Shauna the Diva.
Yeah, creative stitching diva. I feel you. I do have I don't want to sound boastful. I don't want to sound, but I feel like right now I have a perfect life. I do knock on all type of wood. I have a great husband. Both my parents are alive. I got 2 beautiful kids. I just quit my job. I'm talking with you on live. It's just
beautiful.
And then I'm appreciating it. I am, every single step of it.
It's beautiful. It's a great thing. And to actually have a friend who is, someone who is having a great life. You don't want to talk. Do you understand the trial of talking to a friend who's just bitter?
Yes. That's why I had to leave work.
I hate it. And that's why I don't talk to a lot of the people I called friends back then. And just because you have a significant other or you're married and you're happy doesn't mean that you can throw shade all the time. And that's what a lot of females do. I get happy. I get excited. Like, dang, another woman actually is successful. Another Black woman is actually successful and actually can say she did this and did that. Girl, can you give us some pointers? That's how I look at it.
That's what we do. And that's the one thing. I feel so happy in life. Every time I talk to somebody, I'm like, listen, you can be happy too. I instantly go into my motivational speaker speech. You probably heard me a million times. I'm like, listen, it is the future. You don't have to stick around doing the stuff that you don't want to do. It might take a lot of work and a lot of sweat and tears to get there, but we are proof you can do what you love to do.
I'm genuinely happy. And 2-3 years ago, I would not be saying that. 2-3 years ago, right now, I was 350 pounds and I was just in the bed, not moving, not fulfilling orders, not doing what I wanted to do. And now I'm able to, get up and move and do things that I love and actually have people say, Shauna, can you make this for me? And Shauna, can you teach me this? And I actually love my life. I love it's some things I still want, and it's some things I still want to grow. But I freaking love my life. I am blessed. If you have ever walked a foot in my shoes,
you got
some people wouldn't be able to handle it. My sister, my own blood sister, would not be able to handle anything I go through. She panics now, and she's living a middle class life, but if something happens, say if there's an outage in the neighborhood, she panics. She has anxiety.
You gotta hit the very lows to cherish your highs. You know what I mean? You done hit some lows where your highs feel like Disney World, like, ooh.
It's amazing. Amazing. I'm not where I want to be. I actually was supposed to be in South Jersey as we speak, because I was supposed to move. September 1st was supposed to be the date that I was supposed to move to South Jersey. And I'm not able to move. So now I have to wait. The house, I'm glad I didn't move into that house, because now I'm finding out there was so many things wrong with the house. So things happen for a reason. Even though I don't want to still be here in Jersey City, I'm still good. It's a lot of things that happened this year. And there's a lot of people who are saying I had a bad year. I could actually say I'm blessed. This year was not great. Yes, I had COVID.
Yeah,
but I'm blessed.
Question: are you having any like lingering effects from that? Like,
yeah. I'm gonna say just 4 weeks ago, I can actually say a lot of the bad symptoms kind of sort of stopped, but I still get real bad fatigue. But I also have RA. So because I have rheumatoid arthritis, my body is always fighting my body. So if my body is fighting Miss Rona, my body is going through a lot. But yeah, my son and I both, he had it worse in his lungs. It was to the point where he had to go to the hospital a couple of times because for some apparent reason, like, it was hard to breathe. Both of us. It was hard for me to come from my bedroom to the bathroom because it was hard to breathe. But we had got sick the end of March, 2 weeks after my birthday. We got sick, and I can say
you like the first ones. Yeah.
Well, duh, I got a college son.
Yeah.
And then I can actually say I was able to breathe normally 4 weeks ago.
That man.
And still, with me trying to get back into the exercising again, because before I tell everybody I was exercising for an hour and a half at a time. And now it's like I still have to catch my breath. So now I have to see a respiratory therapist. Now I have to see, it's gotten like that. My son too. He has to see a doctor with the lungs because that's what it affects with us, our lungs. With other people, their senses of, you know, smelling. Now, I was the only one who could not smell and could not taste. That was for 3 weeks, and then it started coming back a little by little.
Question,
And
not to interrupt your COVID. This is just a taste question. I've talked to people, not COVID, that lost their taste before.
yeah.
Is it really like there's like apple, nothing. Pineapple.
It was the
Lemon.
worst thing ever.
Was it like
Because
cardboard?
think about it. If you trying to eat and you holding your nose,
Yeah,
exactly, you can't taste it.
yeah.
And you can't smell because you can't taste. The two senses need each other. So
You just
I was eating because I needed to survive. That's basically what I was doing. There was no need for me to eat something that I liked because I couldn't taste it. There was no need.
Like, give me a chocolate bar. I just want to hold it.
Girl, it was Easter. We found out on Easter. The state called us on Easter and told us we had COVID. And I'm literally in the kitchen on a chair, sitting down trying to cook because my son wanted a dinner because he was just home from college.
Yeah.
So we wanted this to be as normal as possible. And I said, Drew, you got to help me. You got to help me because I couldn't stand up.
Mom, I'm hungry. I got you, baby.
And I did. Because I wanted it to be as normal as possible. But the crazy thing is he couldn't either. So we both taking turns. Listen, that was some real shit. But I am happy that we got over it. And I can laugh about it. Because it really was freaking funny that I really did that. It's not that I didn't have the money to order food or anything. I'm like, Shauna, why didn't you just order food?
Because you're a mom and you got that, like, I'm every woman. Mom will make this family.
Nothing is impossible.
Exactly.
I've always been like, my sister tell me, sometimes I forget. My mom tell me, Shauna, like, you don't realize you almost died a couple of times. You don't realize, like,
fine, it was a nap.
Yeah, and I literally say that. Oh no, I'm good. I'm fine. I've been in so much pain, excruciating pain. Let me tell you, I did a TikTok of somebody said, how are you doing orders and having a toothache? Like I was in pain with my tooth. And I said, you really want to know? And I did the TikTok. I literally took out my Motrin. I took the Motrin, I drunk it, and kept it moving. That's what I do. I'm in pain. I keep it moving. Some people can't do that, but I do. I just keep it moving.
You can tell those are the women that always endure, survive, and succeed. You're not like, but the reason why my excuse is, you're like, this is how I do it. Oh, I started a TikTok.
Yay!
I got one TikTok video up.
So we gotta be buddies. We gotta follow each other.
I don't understand it.
Listen, you told me to do YouTube shorts. Now, This is how I do not play. When you tell me to do stuff, I do it. You know I did it that next day, right?
Okay.
The first one was your video.
What video?
The one you didn't get a chance to see because you was too busy earlier. It was a promo video to build everybody up, but that was the first one. I thought it would be so cute to put up the first video because
did you put hashtag shorts?
I sure did.
Okay, good.
And in the first minute, it was like 28 people watched it in the first minute, and so I said, okay. While I had the camera up when I was doing my toothache thing, I started doing other little short tutorials. So I did like 4 little short tutorials. And what I did was I put it up on YouTube Shorts and I put it on TikTok because it's the same exact format.
See, that's what my one on TikTok. I only have one short. See, I gave you a tip. You did it fourfold. I had the tip, and I've only done it once. I'm releasing my next one. It doesn't matter how you release them. They said you can release like a batch of them, but there's not that many people doing it. So you're automatically going to more views than you typically would on any of your other videos. Are you getting a lot of views on them so far? They say it takes 2 days.
I haven't looked at it yet, but I just did it last night. So okay. I did some last night, and I did two last night, 2 this morning. And so I'll look at it later on. I'm not even gonna, because I used to be the type of person that keep looking and looking and looking. Mm-hmm. I stopped. I don't even look anymore. I just let it go. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm still at 1,600. But then I hear so many people, 1,600 subscribers, and I still have so many people. I love your podcast. I love your tutorials. I love you. I love this. I love that. But it's like 1,600.
Listen, you do not get paid. You do not get watch time based off of subscribers. We talked about you as a viewing person. There's something called invisible subscribers. I'm sure you're invisibly subscribed to a lot of people. Like what shows up in your browsing history, people that you watch all the time, but you're not subscribed. YouTube, with their crazy algorithm that knows your brain, knows who you are, and they still feed that to you. So those people who love you are invisible subscribers. It's okay. YouTube doesn't care about subscribe count. They care about views and watch time only. Okay. Even though subscribe count is pretty cool. You can't lie.
100,000. Okay. All right. How did you feel when you got there?
That was like, the grass is always greener on the other side. I don't want to sound full of myself, but I knew when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm a YouTuber. When I hit 50,000 subscribers, I'm a big YouTuber. When I hit 100,000, I'm like, but now I'm there. I still feel like a newbie in whatever I do. Each step along your way, don't you still feel new no matter what goal I hit? I still feel like there's still so much to learn. There's still so much I need to fix. I do have 100,000 subscribers, but I don't know if you noticed in your tube, buddy, you know how you can go to other people's YouTube and see how many views they're getting?
Yeah.
I can go to somebody who has 50,000 subscribers and they get just as many views as me. Subscribing. So, you know, I need to work on that back end. It's still like, I need to.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. You look at the numbers. I am blessed and thankful that I am doing the 30-day challenge. Mm-hmm. It is a challenge because I did skip 3 days, but the fact that I'm able to consistently look at things that I know I did wrong or look at things that I know I need to fix, and I am in the process of doing the tutorials because I believe that's what's going to really pick up my channel. But think about it. I said it today and I said it earlier. I am the only Black crochet podcaster. I am the only Black graph ganner who's doing tutorials. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I say I'm the only one that's doing it, that's the reason why. Because nobody's not going to look for something that no one. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's not going to go in there and say, who's the Black, crochet podcaster?
Yes, they will.
I didn't see that.
Somebody will. Okay. Maybe I need to write a blog about it. Because there are so few. Let's say, I got a feature in Martha Stewart. I got mentioned in UK's Let's Knit magazine. Let's say these people, it's 2020. They want to be woke. We're crocheters. We're all older white ladies. Let's find some Black crocheters. What are they going to Google? Black crocheter. Google. Everybody in a live chat right now, Google Black crocheter. Guaranteed I'm in the first 2 spots. Guaranteed. That's why I'm not the best crocheter. I'm just known. That's why Martha Stewart found me. That's why Let's Knit found me. That's why I wrote a blog about Black crocheters, including I'm it. Not because I'm talented, because they found me.
Yep, you popped up in your YouTube channel popped up. Yep.
Told you. Google Black crocheter. There I am. So they don't have to be woke behind the screens. They can just say Black crocheter. That's why I'm getting all these opportunities. Because I know how to get myself out there to be the Black girl that crochets.
So everything that I do, I always put Black graph ganner, or I'll put graph ganner. I put graph gan, but a lot of people still don't even know what a graph gan is. So
there's still a few. What you need to do, I know you're busy. Blog. That website gives me authority, because when you Googled it, what website? It's my website. I gave myself authority. I gave myself a profession by ranking up #1. I put myself there. Nobody else is going to write that blog that says I'm a Black crochet girl but me. But now everybody can find it. Get yourself.
That's what everybody's looking. Everybody look. Yes, Lisha. Yes, yes, girl. Yes. She was #1, right? But you want to know something, y'all? Guess what? Y'all go to that video, and guess who's #3?
Oh man.
That is funny. But all right, so we did our hours that we're supposed to be on here. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Well, we were 30 minutes late.
I know. You're gonna have my phone number now.
Okay. Somebody asked me too. I think Shay said, "Do you have her telephone number?" I'm like, "No, we never had to have it."
I never thought about it. I mean,
I never did either. It wasn't.
We've been talking for a year almost. Go ahead.
The last question.
Oh.
If you could step in my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't?
If I can step into your shoes, I'm being you?
Yep. What would you have asked yourself?
Why are you all deep? Oh man, I gotta turn my you can't see me. I must not have read down to that one. Am you, or I'm okay. And I don't know.
I'm you and you me.
So I'm Shauna and you're a Littlejohn yarn. So I'm in your position right now. So what would I tell you right now to do? All right, right now, I just want you to blog. That's the one thing that creates authority. That puts something behind you. That website is it. If you go to any company, any brand, we all have a website that will just that gives you a place to share your podcast, share your information from Facebook, help your students to an article that you wrote. You write articles. You write articles on it. Nobody else is writing articles. That means if anybody Googles GraphGan, you're right up front. You are the Black girl crocheter with a blog. You're spot #2.
So, okay, I'm gonna do the blog.
That's all. Get a blog.
I'm gonna do the blog, and when my blog gets up there, when we put in Black crocheter or GraphGanner, and mine is like right up there with you, Littlejohn, and then Crochet Diva, girl. You need to go away to somebody's island, not on the VR either. We need to go and sit with our glasses. Yes. Because we're going to make it. We're going to be up there. We're going to be making all of this monies sitting in our regular house.
Yeah, I need to talk with your psychic. I want to know if I'm getting the monies too. Because if I want some monies, I want more monies.
Oh, you know you're getting more monies.
I hope so.
I could definitely. She does it all the time. I'm going to hook you up with her, though. I'm going to hook you up with her. She definitely told me I was. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But the one thing she said was consistency.
That's it.
And as soon as I became consistent, everything just flowed. And I swear, and I'm telling people, you don't have to believe me, but I'm gonna go get my hair done like Wednesday.
Okay.
And I swear to you, 2 to 3 years ago, I couldn't even get my hair done the way I wanted to get my hair done. I couldn't, like, I'm going to get $175 hairdo.
Ooh.
Who can do that? Like, you can't. And this is around Christmas time. Who can say I'm going to get my son the PS5? Like, who can actually say my rent is paid? I have internet. Who can actually say that? You can't. Not everybody can say that. And it came from someone who was only getting $423 a month. That's it. That's all I was getting with 2 kids. That's it.
Can't do nothing with that. You can't.
No. And they swore I was doing something. They swore up and down. I didn't get no child support. I didn't get none of that. But it's certain things like that that pushed me. I was always in a family that was like, we're not doing this. We don't do welfare. We work for what we need. And I actually went to school and I actually am a nurse, but because of my health, I had to stop.
Yeah.
So it's not like some people are saying that I did what you did. No, I did not. I had to stop working because I had to, because of my physical and my disability. But I didn't just sit down and say I'm gonna
let it be and be disabled, and that was it.
I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. It's not me. I worked since I was 14 years old. So that's what I want to leave with everyone and say, like, don't just think that you don't have that push. You have it. It's there. It's in you. I swear to you. Just try. Just try. Because you got 2 beautiful women on here right now just talking about things. Like, this is ridiculous how beautiful this is. And we didn't even get tipsy tonight. Like,
I would have, but I only got that 1 cup. I would have, had to be good.
No, but we got a show that's going to be coming out. And
Crochet Gone Wild Wednesdays.
I love it. With Alisha and Shauna. I love it.
See, I'm gonna try that. I feel like maybe we're like the odd couple. And I'm gonna be in a panic about topics. What are we gonna do? I guess we should talk about that behind the scenes.
I got a lot of topics.
Okay, you be the topic girl. I'll just follow along like, yes, okay.
I got so much on my mind. Thank you. Yay. And I just did I take down the Wheel of Diva?
What? Oh, no.
Wait, I still got it. I got the Wheel of Diva. Thank you, Disha. Disha always is like, it's Disha, it's Peachy. It's like you always have those loyal people that is always there for you. And you guys are the bomb, I swear. Thank you so much. We're gonna get some more money, okay? Disha just likes the balloon though. Disha keeps getting the same thing all the time.
Okay, Disha, I gotta remember because when I'm on lives or I'll butcher a name like crazy. I'll butcher it. I know you've been on my live before. I think Deja said Disha. Disha.
Yeah, Disha just likes the balloon. So let me get her the balloon.
I'll give her a light. Here we go.
Disha is gonna get the balloon.
The broken light.
I don't think it's on. I'm sorry, Disha.
It's okay. I'll give her the bubbles with no bubbles, just the air. It's the end of the live. I'm sorry. You get the
I'm sorry, Disha. I turned everything off. But you want to know what?
Oh, she says, love your live. Thank you, Disha. And I'm glad I know how to say your name now. Disha. Got it.
Disha. I got you first thing. As soon as you come on, Disha, let me know you on, and I got the balloons for you. I'ma just put the balloons just for Disha. My son, he take it forever to put in my lights.
So it's gonna be a lights like above, or?
Yeah, I got the bulbs, and It's gonna be programmed to my phone. It's gonna be programmed to my phone, and the bulb is gonna turn off. And when it turns off, that's when the lights is gonna turn different colors.
Oh, 134 on the live. My favorite number mixed up. I always see it.
134.
We've been on here 1 hour and 34 minutes.
Oh yeah, girl. You play the number?
No, I never do. But it's my best friend's birthday. My best friend passed away 6 years ago. Her birthday is March 14th. And I see some variation of 314 at least 3 times a day, at least. I mean, I might be searching for it, but sometimes it'll be like on the clock or my son's workbook he's on, or I always see it.
I think that's why we get along too, because I'm a Pisces too.
Classy Kim donated.
Oh, Classy Kim, thank you. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. Yes, I only got a little bit. Thank you so much. Let's turn the Wheel of Diva. You guys must want us to stay on here.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know where my cup is. I mean, I need my husband to bring the bottle down. Not the bottle, but the box. You know me. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's spin the Wheel of Diva. I only have 4 here. I must have removed them. 2 free grabs from my shop, from my Etsy shop.
Oh, yay!
Thank you so much. That was so nice. I don't even know. So YouTube said that they sent me something in the mail, and I gotta do something. I don't know what I gotta do. I guess they holding all of my funds and waiting for me to do something.
Oh, you have to hit a certain ratio. What's the income you have to hit before they send you money? Is it like 100 or?
It's 100, but I'm past that.
And you haven't got paid yet? Are you set up through AdSense? Do you have an AdSense account?
And it says all that set up. It says all of that is set up. I don't know what they waiting for. I don't know.
Send them a message in your in your studio. There's a contact button. Contact them. Send them an email.
Oh, okay. Because I just be that's how you know you getting money all type of places, because I'm like I used to be like, where's my money? Where's my money? Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to hassle them because I this is new. Like I don't know. But I'm excited. And I'm gonna get you a Popl. Do you know what Popl is?
You told me about it. You told me that's the whole thing that you're on right now.
Love my Popl. So that is what I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you a Popl, and I'm sending it to you because that is my little stocking stuffer for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ordered a couple of them, and I'm gonna give you a Popl. Popl is like an electronic business card. Mm-hmm. And it's like a little tiny circle, and all you have to do is put it on your phone. I have like a little keychain, and I put the keychain to my phone, and it automatically puts up my
information.
All of my information. Right, my social media, all of that. And I love it. It's like I go nowhere without it. I'm so excited to have it. It's the best thing. Oh, this is a great thing. Oh, thank you.
Do I need to just walk away and get a drink real quick? Should we just 10 minutes or?
Hey, go ahead. I'm excited. You guys are so great. I already have my bottle right here. There we go. I'm gonna do the Wheel of Diva. Let's do the Wheel of Diva.
Now I got it. Whew.
Popl. I'm gonna add Popl to it because I want everybody to have Popl.
Yeah, could you put in your description box? That's what you're doing right now?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
No, I'm putting it in the Wheel of Diva.
Oh, that's a good idea. You know what? When you told me there's so many people, I can't make sales. How many times have you been sporting your crochet stuff? You're walking out of, I don't know, wherever you are. Ooh, who made that? So you just pull out your Popl?
Girl, I just pull out the Popl. I think it's wait, what did you win? What did you win? 50% off my ebook. Awesome. So my ebook it is
You got
PC
another
Fit.
super chat.
I do?
You do.
Get out of here.
Oh, my girl. Unapologetically Mocha.
Oh, thank you, Mocha. Oh, so Bethany, you get 50% off my ebook, which is $40. So you can get the ebook for $20. The ebook is to teach you how to do graphing like the diva.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you get, Mocha? Let's see, Mocha. I don't know why I keep taking it down. I should just keep it
Just
up.
leave it up. Mocha, I love Mocha. She's been following watching my lives for like a couple months now.
Oh, wow.
Your faves.
I like the name. Unapologetically Mocha. So Mocha gets that 70s yarn.
Ooh.
I actually literally just sent out some yarn that a couple of people was waiting for. Mm-hmm. I literally just sent it out. So now I gotta send more out. That 70s yarn. I don't know if I don't have it next to me.
I remember
that 70s yarn is the yarn with like the shag. So that's what you want. What I need you to do is send me an email with your information on it, Mocha, please, so that I can send it to you.
Woohoo. So my daughter's peeking. I'm not going to put the camera on you. Don't worry. My daughter's peeking from the corner.
Aw.
It's Miss Shauna. You remember her. My 20-year-old baby. I was telling you the story about your little baby hand. One hand.
Did she get embarrassed like my son?
No. She's very sarcastic. She's quick with it. She's like me, but so much quicker. Like, it's annoying. It makes me. Your kids ever say something and you just want to beat them? I'm like, I know you're grown, but I think I should beat you for what you just said.
That little one. That little one in there. He's very like with his mouth. He got a lot. Yeah. He has his own fan base. The little one. He has his own fan base. I was actually just told last week that I was not following you for you. I was following you for your son.
Well, he is handsome.
Because I always on my Facebook page, I'm always putting what he say, and I've been doing that for the past like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So that the past 6-7 years, people he's always got something to say. Lately, I haven't been putting a lot up there because he's older now and he doesn't want to be around me too much. Yeah. But he still got some stuff.
Luckily, my baby, he's still babyish. My daughter, you know how I say we always have to greet each other. When you wake up, you come see me. You come give your mama some lovins. Just say hi. My daughter, it was like, what was it, 11 o'clock? She scrolled out of her room, walked past me, grabbed a water bottle, start walking back to her room. I'm like, oh, it was 8 a.m. I'm like, you ain't going to say hi, hello, love you, mom, good morning? She's like, I was tired. I'm like, I'm only 3 feet from you. Like, jeez.
That is my oldest. My oldest is like that. My oldest, it could be like 10 people in the room and he'll walk right past. I'm like,
I'm looking at her, giving her a death stare. I love you. When she was little, she used to write "I love mom" in the dust of the window pane in her house. I don't dust the window. Or I would take a shower and I would see "I love mom" like pre-written. Not her anymore. That was her when she was the cute little baby she was.
You know what? My youngest, he's not sentimental, but my oldest, if he hears that I am like, because it was times, he'll hear me cry or he'll hear me sad, he'll text me, "Ma, I love you. Mom, sorry." Or if he did something and he made me really, really mad, he'll text me and he'll say, "Mom, sorry. I really do apologize. I didn't mean to hurt you. And you do so much for us." And And I honestly didn't think that my kid was like appreciative of me.
Paying attention to what you
So
do.
he wrote an essay. He wrote an essay for this organization and he won. He won $280, I think it was. He won a plaque, and it was like they was honored, the youth. It was
Uh-huh.
Black youth that were honored. He had good grades, and the essay was just about me. And he had to write, about his life, and he wrote about me, his mother. And I'm like, are you serious?
You
And
waited your whole life for that.
I was like, oh my God. So he was 5 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
He does not remember everything. Because I said, do you remember when I was actually bald? Do you remember because when I had my the surgery to take the lump out.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I had to wear something to keep my arm up. And huh?
You said he was 5. Okay.
He was 5, yeah. I was 26. And he kept saying, did I break my arm? So he thought I broke my arm. And then when I had no hair, he really did. He was 5, but he really did. It wasn't nothing to him.
Yeah.
It was like, you're still my mom. You're still my mother. And so I asked him now, and I'm like, do you remember? He was like, I really don't. But I think it was more so because my mom was there. My mother and my sister handled everything. I didn't really have to do mommy work because my mom took care of every single thing. So when he had to go to school, my mom went and got him. When he had to, eat and change clothes, my mom did it. So he really didn't remember the sick Shauna, the sick mom. So that is one thing I was glad that he didn't have to endure.
You don't want your kid to worry about it.
It was a hard time in our life because I'm 26 years old with breast cancer.
Yeah.
So it was hard.
A lot of what's the chances of. It's time for you to get the positive. What's the chances of? What's the chances of getting breast cancer at 26? Slim to none. Well, we're trying to get what's the chances of being rich in your 40s? You've already done slim to none, so I think you can get the better half.
Girl, it's been way more than that. I was homeless twice. It was so much more that I went through. It's like, I know I'm destined to be rich.
You deserve.
I know. I just know. I feel it in my heart. But like I told you, when I had got that psychic, that lady, I was a nurse, but what I did was infertility. I did infertility, and I used to have to, I was an infertility counselor. So I had to do the workup with the patients. I got really cool, and it was emotional too sometimes, but I got real cool with the patients. I would have to do their whole workup, give them their medicines, and do their blood work. So every other day, we had to test their hormones. And one lady, I got so close with her. Her name was Marie, and she's from New York. And she came and we talked every morning. And I said, I'm quitting my job because I deserve more. I was not just doing that. I was doing pap smears. I was doing surgical procedures.
Oh, wow.
I was doing a lot as a nurse in a GYN office. So I kept saying, I deserve more. And she kept saying, I swear to you, please don't leave. You may think I'm crazy, but I had this dream that the doctor is going to be big and and he just became chief. That next day, he became chief staff in Jersey City. Then she was like, don't quit. I said, I'm sorry. I got to go. I can't do this no more. She said, give me one more week. I swear to you, give me one more week. Do you know he gave us a $5 raise that next day? That next day, he gave me a $5 raise. I didn't have her number at that time, but I said, you got to give me your number because I don't know what you're doing. And she was like, she was from Senegal. And she kept saying, people think I'm crazy in my country, but I have these dreams. And I swear to you, I have this dream about you. You are going to have a rough life. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's going to be.
Is this before your rough life?
This is before my rough life.
Okay, just making sure.
But in high school, I was told the same thing. I was going to have a rough life. I was told I was going to be sick, but I said, oh, I got asthma. I didn't know that it was going to be breast
cancer.
Cancer. I didn't know that. But these people have been consistent, and they are psychics that don't even know each other, and they were spread out throughout my life. They all said the same thing. They all keep saying I have this wonderful husband coming. I may have him right now. if he's on there, security, if you're still on here. But my knight in shining armor, and we're going to grow old beautifully and have. She just kept saying the money. Oh my gosh, and your husband loved you, and the rock, and she just kept saying these things. I was like, but I don't even have a boyfriend, and I just kept saying that. Like, what are you talking about, lady? I don't even have a boyfriend. But I started believing her because of the things she was telling me was coming true. The only thing that never came true was that.
Well, you still got time. I mean,
I know, right?
If you get there before me, do not forget about me.
Do you know that's what I'm saying to you? But I don't know why, but I feel it deep down in my gut that because we are partnering up and because we got this new show, I believe that show is going to be so big. I have a reason for that belief. There is a reason for that belief. I didn't know that it was going to be that. But yes, Toy the psychic did tell me I was going to come across to someone, and she did say I was going to have a type of connection with this someone, and this someone is going to be like a business partner, and you guys are going to. But she made it seem like it was a man, but I don't know.
You know what? Sexually speaking, those type of sound that a boss typically is a man. What she was describing was a boss. That's also a woman.
That's
You're bosses.
You that boss bitch. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So I mean, when I started talking more with you and we started talking about some other things, and I'm like, I wonder if it's Alisha. Like, I am not talking to anyone else. I wonder if it's Alisha. At first I thought it was my other friend Gail, but Gail doesn't like this part. She doesn't like this. She doesn't like it. She comes out every now and then because she does it for me, but she doesn't like to come on the camera, and she doesn't. So I respect her for that, but it can't be her then, because whoever this is someone that they said that everyone's going to know about us.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, to be on camera. I mean, you don't have to. There's a lot of successful crochet designers that are not in front of the camera, but I wonder, are they making as much money? This is the only way I know. Maybe there's an easier way, but
I think a lot of crocheters are liars.
Yeah, they put on a big old front. You see my income report? I post it every single month on my.
I showed you mine. Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because they would say they make a lot of money and they do this and they do that, but it's no way you can make that much money with just crochet.
With just crochet alone, not in a million. All the successful crocheters I know, they still have all these other revenues. Yes. They have a blog. They selling patterns. They're selling merch. They're on YouTube.
Yes.
And plus, you don't want to just, what if your hands break? If my hand breaks today, I know I can still make enough revenue off my old patterns, off my blog, off my YouTube videos to hold me. Oh, Jada, my laptop's not plugged in. Can you plug it in up there? To hold me over. Like right now in my, you see it? No, wait. Oh, it's not plugged in at all. How'd that come out? Thank you, my dear. I know I have enough money in my Littlejohn Yarn saving account to hold me over until May. If I stop making money today, if I just put down the hook and fell asleep, I can pay myself till May.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm looking at it. I don't think I could pay myself to May, but I think
this is my hot time. There's a lot of money for me from September to December. I get a lot of money. That's where I get most of my money.
You want to know what's crazy? I do more in more during the summer but I'm year round only because I do the crafts.
Yeah.
The crafts is my huge moneymaker.
See, that's why I'm scared. I know you want to switch to all on more online and more passive money. I guess I'll be the first one to test it out, I suppose. I'm going to see how much my income dips from my income starts to dip from February to July. That's where it dips in July should be my lowest month. Because crocheters aren't looking for patterns online, but you still have people coming to you for custom orders. But so far, I think I still should hold my $3,000. That's where I need to maintain. So if I can still bring home 3,000 in July, I should be good. So I think I'm okay. Well, I am okay because I got my savings, my little John Yard savings.
So I think the only reason why I'm able to still make a good amount with the graphs is because I do custom different things. So if someone said I have a baby shower and the mom is a Mickey Mouse fan and the dad is a DJ, I'm gonna put that together.
Yeah.
And that's what make me a little unique from others. I'm also a designer. I do graphic design. So I am able to take something and make it into, a little creative thing. And that's what I love about doing the graphs, because not only am I making a beautiful image, we are crocheting it too. So that's what I love about doing it. And I do it from the heart. Like, I really, really, really passionately love to do graphs. And I think that's why people really come to me. And I have more Afrocentric. And I'm also not biased either. I do have some others that people are not going to do.
Yeah. I've seen you are Afrocentric, and you said you have made a rebel flag.
I did.
My daughter's laughing.
I did. I actually have the Blue Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter.
Well, money matters. Money matters.
But I do believe Blue Lives Matter, though. Yeah. Like, cops matter. Everybody matter. Black Lives Matter. But I'm a Black African American woman, and I'm
you made it in a context where it actually means yes, all lives matter, but we saying Black Lives Matter because we having issues right now. But yeah, I understand. My dad was in the military. My mom was in state police. And yes, I believe in police reform. And so does she. She's a god.
Wow.
Yeah, it had to be crazy. People always, you need, oh, come on, you can give me lovins. Are you afraid to give me lovins on camera? You don't like to? I'll come over here to give you lovins.
Aww.
What dreams, little bee?
She a good mommy.
It's his bedtime. It's 9:30. He's like, oh, we love it on camera.
She's a good mommy.
Baby. I know there's a complete difference between my daughter and my son. My daughter, she was my homie. I feel like we grew up together. I was 20, she was 0. I was 21, she was 1. But I always am like, listen, you are a young woman. As a woman, we have to make sure stuff is done. You can't rely on anyone else to do it. You are an independent, strong woman. And that's how she was raised. And she's a go-getter. She makes sure she gets herself. She just did it herself. My son, who's 9, he's like, I don't know what to do or how to open it.
Boys. That's how boys are. That's how both of my boys are. Both of my boys did that. But girls are more independent and more
stronger. I think I'm her too, because I know what it takes to be a woman. And I look at my son, I'm like, some girls probably gonna take care of you, poor child.
Yeah, because I mean, when my son was 9, I still had to say, you have to go in there and brush teeth. You have to, like, I had to literally keep saying, you have to do this and you have to do that. Whereas the girls, my 6-year-old niece, man, she be on point. I have to go brush my teeth now, auntie. I have to go get my hair done, auntie.
My daughter was talking like a college professor by like 2 years old.
Yeah, they're so smart. I love it.
My son was like 5, talking like Yoda. I'm like,
that's both my boys was like that. But the girls, oh my God. I just saw a video of my baby niece, because I only have 2. The baby, she's walking and she's only like 10 months. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh my God. They like growing so quickly. And then the 6-year-old, she's just so grown and so sassy. And I don't have any girls, so I get kind of emotional when I talk about my girls.
I do. The one thing I love my son. He's just my favorite little cute little boy. I love you, Jada. Don't get me wrong. But what I love about she's back there listening. What I did love about Jada with little girl clothes, there are so many options. For little boys, you get dogs, trucks,
Yeah.
and balls.
I hate it. I'm at the point now, and I don't know if you're gonna get there soon. He's at the age now where he's in between. He's in between
Man and child.
Yes, it's so hard. And now he's at the age now where that next inch is gonna be in the men's sneakers. So I'm like, oh man, this is
What size he wearing clothes?
girl, he's a big boy. He's wearing 18.
My baby too.
He's wearing size 18?
Yes. Husky.
No, yes, that's my son wearing husky.
He were 16. No, he were 16 huskies, but 18 regular.
Okay, so my son is husky 18, and then every now and then I'll get like a medium size. Like he can wear his brother's clothes.
I feel you. Okay, my husband, he's a tiny man, and my son's a little thicker boy. Now it's you can't find any jeans for little boys anymore. It's like all they have is sweatpants. So I'm folding laundry. I'm like, is this my husband's tiny sweatpants or is this my son's big sweatpants? Oh, hold on. What, baby?
I just don't have any cousins to get hand-me-downs from.
He doesn't have hand-me-downs. He's the only baby. She's like, I didn't have hand-me-downs. I'm like, no, he doesn't.
I just realized that.
Yeah, none of my kids had hand-me-downs either because they 10 years apart.
Yep. One accident, 10 years later, another one. My daughter's laughing.
You're so silly. Oh my God. Thank you for coming on. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, we're 2 hours. We should wrap up.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to talk about our show.
Sounds like a plan. Okay.
I'm excited. All right. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming back. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
See you.